Welcome to Ticket to Ride Online, the computer adaptation of Days of Wonder's best-selling board game. This short animation will explain all you need to know to get started in just 5 minutes. It was shot using the downloadable version of the game, which, except for higher resolution graphics, plays just like the trial web version you will initially play with. Ticket to Ride Online invites you to take an exciting train adventure across the USA. In Ticket to Ride, you score points by claiming routes on the map using your colored trains, by connecting the cities listed on your destination tickets, and by creating the longest continuous set of trains on the map before the end of the game. The player with the most points is declared the winner of the game. At the start of each game, you receive 45 trains of the same color to use as you claim routes on the map. Mind the reserves of trains though. The moment one player has 2 or less cars left, the game will end. You also receive 3 destination tickets, of which you must keep at least 2 in hand, as well as 4 train cards whose colors will match some of the tracks on the map. For each turn, you will have to choose between 3 possible actions, knowing that you can only ever accomplish 1 each turn. You can draw 2 train cards of any color from among the 5 visible cards in the column to the left of your screen. To pick a card, just double-click on it and it'll automatically slide into your hand. You can also choose to draw cards from the top of the blind draw pile. The small icon to its right helps indicate how many train cards might remain in the pile. Locomotives are wild and can act as train cards of any color. If you pick one face up, it'll count as 2 cards for that draw, so your turn is done. If you're lucky enough to draw a locomotive from the blind draw pile, no one but you will know, and you will still be entitled to draw a second card. Second possible action, instead of drawing cards, you may choose to play some of the train cards you've collected during the prior terms to claim a route on the map. You must match the color and number of cards to the spaces between the 2 adjacent cities you want to claim. To claim the route, simply click and drag a single card of the proper color onto the track and the game will automatically draw the other cards from your hand. Your colored trains will now appear on the track. Your new score will automatically be computed and your train reserve decreased. If the route you want is gray, you can use any color of train cards as long as they are all the same color to claim it. Gray colored routes can be claimed by a set of any colored train cards. As wild cards, locomotives can always be part of the mix and will automatically be used if you do not have enough regular train cards to complete the route. Be aware that when playing with 2 or 3 players, the moment a player claims one of the tracks of a double route, the other one is no longer available to anyone. With 4 or 5 players, both tracks are available but can't be claimed by the same player. If you can't claim a route despite having enough train cards of the right color in hand, make sure you didn't already claim the track next to it if it's a double route, and that you still have enough trains left and reserved to claim the route. For the third possible action, you can draw 3 new destination tickets by double-clicking on the tickets pile, and it'll be done automatically. But remember, you'll have to keep at least 1 in hand, and like all destination tickets, if you don't successfully complete it by the end of the game, you will lose the number of points marked on it. The rules of Ticket to Ride Online are deceptively simple. The challenge is that you will always want to accomplish more than you can in a single turn. Should you draw more cards into your hand at the risk of being cut off by someone else claiming the route before you? Or should you claim a new route now, even if it's a short one, and tips your opponents off as to where you're headed? This concludes our brief introduction to Ticket to Ride Online. Now go out and play! Your first game will be against some friendly robots, giving you a chance to experiment on your own. Further games can be against robots or live opponents. It's your choice. And once you feel that you've become a master rail baron, make sure to check out our other maps and variants: Ticket to Ride Europe, Ticket to Ride Switzerland, and Ticket to Ride 1910. All aboard!